Hello everyone, this is Chiva again. Well, on my last video, I have used the 530, straight up 530 oil to my 3.0 Duramax diesel. And after I put it in there, I feel the big difference. The big difference is when I'm looking at the oil pressure gauge, if you are using 0W-20, your oil pressure gauge when you are idling, like park your truck on the side, the idling, so your oil pressure is at 17-18 psi. And after when I put on the 5W-30 in there in the vehicle, and the oil pressure went up to 21 to 22 psi. So there are about 3 to 4 psi difference. And then when you are driving your car and on 80 mile per hour, going on the highway 80 mile per hour, the oil pressure gauge is showing 29-30 psi. If you are going on up on the mountain, about maybe like 30-degree height, going up to the mountain, you will have to push on the gas pedal more to be able to climb up, because the oil is a lot thicker than the 20. So after that, I dump it out the oil, and then I use the 5W-20 instead of going back to using 0W-20. So I use the second time I use this 5W-20 into my Duramax diesel 3.0, and I feel the whole car just flying out. My whole car, the whole truck, you feel like you're driving a sport car. The car just like the gas pedal respond, everything is a lot quicker than using the 5W-30. But so on the 5W-20, if you can and try to get the one that will fit for American car. Okay, so try to get is to fit the American car. The American car they use is a 6A or 6C. So on any type of the oil grade, it have two different sizes, have two different type of ingredient. So when you're looking at this, the 6A, that means is for American car, Honda, Acura, Ford, to using is a 6. So they both is a 6. But if you see it's a 3C, 3A, and that's for German car. That is the oil like stickiness. The oil kind of like you can say is the density or the stickiness. So it's different. So for American car, you choose the oil is using is a 6 number on the back, number 6. So but you can tell by using 5W-20, the oil is not like watery. It's not watery like last time, like the 0W-20. 0W-20 is basically just slowly destroying your own vehicle engine. And all the dealership, they don't want to tell you the truth, because when your engine start destroying, it's about maybe like 65-70,000 miles and start to wear and tear, destroyed by themselves. So it's already past their warranty. And of course the dealership, they're not going to tell you the truth. The dealership is not going to tell you to use a 5W-20 or 5W-30 oil to upgrade, because they really hope that your vehicle engine broke down, so you can bring in your car to go fix it, and they charge you an arm and leg, maybe like $5,000-$6,000 down the streets, and they're going to charge you. But if a wheel mechanic and all the test lab that they have already tested, 0W actually will destroy any of the motor unless you live in a 32 Fahrenheit and under area like Alaska, Iceland, things like that. But if you live in a normal temperature like 60 and above, or maybe 50 Fahrenheit and above, and you're supposed to be using 5W, not the 0W, use the 5W. So if you want not that thick of the thickness of your oil, you can choose this a 5W-20, and you can use this castle oil. Yeah, castle oil is they don't burn. The oil will last longer than Mobil 1. Mobil 1 is so easy to turn black on the oil. But if you want just a thicker oil to protect more, you can use a 5W-30. But on the 5W-30, when you are going 80 miles per hour, your car oil PSI will be going up to 31, 32. So if you're using a thicker oil and thicker, so your oil pressure PSI will be going up 3 to 4 and higher. So the best way is to use 5W-20 instead of the regular 0W-20. So on this one, on the 5W-30, you say DEXOS1. That means American car can use it. But on the 5W-20, American car doesn't show. So you can get the castle oil, and you also have the label. You say DEXOS. So and that will work. And you can also look at the back of the box. You say number 6. Always looking at number 6 for American car. American, Japanese, Ford, everybody using is a number 6 on the back. But if your car is a German car, and they will be using is a 3, because of the density and the oil stickiness for the German car need to be more to protect them. So they are using number 3. So on this two, also is showing number 6. But there are also some people that like to mix the oil. So they are come from the same manufacturer. Mobil 1. One is 5W-20. The other one is 5W-30. Are you supposed to mixing it? Well, that's your own risk. You can mix it, but not recommend it. So there are the number also is number 6. It's not 6 and 3, it's number 6 and number 6. So they are the same ingredients, same grade, but except the density and the stickiness. Now, and yeah, about the thickness. So it's your own risk. You can put maybe like 50-50, 3.5 quart, 3.5 quart, mix them together. So the method will come out is a 5W-25. I really wish that in the market that they will make it a 5W-25, because that will be a lot helping your truck or any type of the vehicle. The 20 is a little bit too thin, the 30 is a little bit too thick. So you can, if the manufacturer really will make the 5W-25, that will be the best oil to get anytime. And so right here, this one, yes, I took it out. It's a 5W-20. So if you look at my last video is a 0W-20, and this one, this old oil is a 5W-20. It's 5W-20. So you can look, it's not that watery, and then the oil is still on my finger. It's not like that's just go away. It's protecting everything. When you're rubbing it, you don't feel it's gone, it's there. But some people, they are saying that a lot of review on the market right now, oh, everybody's switching to 0W-20 and will make your car a lot smoother. Yeah, guess what? Yes, 0W-20 is make your car smoother and will squeeze out 1 to 2 more miles from every gallon of your gas tank. But the downside is, after 1,000 miles, or maybe you can say when you outside on the sun, the heat, if the weather is about 60, I would say maybe it's like 50 Fahrenheit and above, and basically that oil is disintegrate. It's not protecting your engine anymore. Cannot put the word disintegrate. Is there's no more protection about protecting your engine anymore. So it's basically metal rubbing metal. So stop using 0W-20. The dealership is not going to tell you. If a mechanic that have a good heart, and they will tell you stop using it. Because right now, after I do the testing, this is 5W-20 will handle the heat from your engine. Your engine goes through your turbocharge. Your turbocharge is about 400 to 500 Fahrenheit every time burning it, and then your engine temperature is about 220 or 215 to 220 Fahrenheit. So you are cooking it the whole time. Do you think 0W-20 gonna protect your engine? Of course it's not. But the politics behind the boss, they all want you guys to burn out the motor after the warranty. So you guys gonna be buying a new truck, new car, and then they're gonna charge you tax again. So the government can make more tax, it can make more money. Well, if you decide to fix your truck or fix your car, and guess what? The dealership gonna charge you and they say, hey, your motor is gone. You need a new lifter, you need a new piston ring, you need to rebuild this engine. It's gonna charge you $3,000 to $4,000 or $6,000 down the road. So nobody gonna tell you the truth. But so that's why we trying to do all the research online and see what is good out there. Because right now in this whole world, in every company in this world, they don't want to sell you something that will last you for life. Unless that is Toyota. Toyota is using the heart and sell you everything will last for life. Because my old car is 27 years old and still running strong. No ticking noise, no nothing. Everything good working condition. But in nowadays, 0W, you crazy, man. Putting 0W, you just stupid. You're just stupid to live in this world if you believe putting 0W-20. 0W, once again, if you live in Iceland, Alaska, that is in the ice, you use 0W. But if you not live in the ice area, 5W. If you live in like way hot, very very hot, like in the desert, like Arizona, in the desert, every time 116 degree outside, then you can use a 10W. But 5W is enough to protect your engine. 10W is a little bit too thick. 5W is always good. And also, I don't know, yes, you guys will remember back in the day, everybody have to heat up the engine before you start running out. But now you are using 0W, you don't need to heat up your car and then you can just drive your car. So without warming up the oil, because the oil is so watery of the 0W, is too watery. So you don't need to heat it up the engine and then start going out. You can just start and go. But the downside is, after you're driving hour and a half, or maybe you're stuck in the traffic, 1 hour of the traffic, your engine oil of the 0W start to tear down. It's not protecting your engine anymore, so will just gone. So after I do comparison of the 0W, 5W, 30, 5W-20, which one is the best? I think for the best is 5W-20. You can use a 5W-20, but for me, I do the math, so I'm mixing it two together. 5W-25, 3.5 on this, 3.5 on this. And of course, change out your oil more often. Don't be like 5,000, 6,000, or 7,000 miles to change your oil. Change your oil more often, like back in the day, every 3,000 miles. And you will have your truck or your car every day down the road for life, for at least 10 years. When people are gonna say, hey, my engine, something wrong with my engine, you're just gonna laugh at them because they are using a stupid 0W oil to protect nothing. So this video, I hope you guys are watching it, because that is, I do a lot of research, and also I did the testing in my own Cadillac 3.0 Duramax diesel. I did it on my own truck and get all the review, and then get all the numbers of the oil pressure gauge. If after you put in 5W-20 into your engine, Duramax diesel, and of course on the idling it will be 20-21 psi instead of the 17-18 psi. But when you are going 80 miles per hour and it's 29-30 psi of the oil pressure, because the oil is more thicker, it's a little bit thicker than the 0W, so the oil pump will need to have more pressure to push it out, because like underneath the piston it have the little nozzle that's spraying oil underneath the piston, so to give the give a lubrication underneath the piston hole, so it's more protection. So I hope you guys really love this video. I did it on my own truck, and because we drive every day at least 200 miles per day, and so that will really help the people that just doing their own oil. That will help them to save money in the long run. Also, I will put another video for you guys about the gas tank. So thank you for watching.